All right, today we want to talk a little bit about bookkeeping. Pretty self-explanatory, but I know you do this for people. It's super exciting. What is bookkeeping? What do you do for people?
So bookkeeping is essentially tracking the ins and outs of cash within someone's business. We use that to create financial statements. Typically, in this scenario, we're going to say it's my profit and loss or my income statement to show how much money did I make, what were the expenses that came out, and what's my bottom line net income or taxable income, that I'll have to pay tax on.
So we know what bookkeeping is. Walk me through a little bit logistically, though. I want you to keep my books.
Okay.
You're far more detail-oriented and better at it than I am. What am I going to do and what are you going to do so that we get the right information?
Okay,
here?
so if you were to sit down with me and say, hey, Joel, take over my books, for example, I'm going to want to see everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. Yeah. I'm going to start with your banks. I want to see your bank statements, your checks, your credit card statements, your cash till if you have one, invoices that are coming in. Who are your customers? How much are you billing? I mean, really, I'm going to take an in-depth look of how money comes into your business, how money flows out of your business, and then I'm going to categorize all that using a chart of accounts that I would set up.
It's almost like I'm getting that checkup, right, to check my health to see how I'm doing.
Right.
And so I think there's some real important implications here. What does that matter to me as a business owner month in and month out? As you take that information, what are you going to do to help me be a better business owner?
Okay, so I'll give you an easy example. If you were a product-based business, would you want to know how much you were spending in inventory?
For sure.
Okay, would you want to know how much you were making on each individual item that you sold?
Absolutely.
Then would you want to know how much you were selling in advertising and how much those advertising dollars helped you sell what amount of inventory? I mean, when you look at your book,
decision making becomes easy, right?
Decision making is everything, right? So if I can provide you with the information that you need, so you can then make better decisions and therefore be more profitable and put more cash back in your pocket, I mean, how much is that actually worth?
It's invaluable.
It's invaluable.
I think one of the things that I love about your approach to accounting as we meet and as I talk to you and as I see what you do is you don't just understand accounting, you understand business. And bookkeeping, as much as it is about helping come tax time, and I'm going to ask you a question about that in a minute, it's about me being able to make better decisions every week, every day, every month, so that at the end of the day as a business owner, I'm making the right decision because I have the right information.
Right, that's exactly right. So as a business owner, let's say I'm a small business, my revenues are $1 million. Mm-hmm. I want to know how much cash is available to me. If I don't understand where my cash position is every day, it makes it really difficult for me then to go out and make decisions. What can I buy? What can I afford? What can I not buy? How much money do I stick into this marketing medium, for example, versus another one? I mean, when we say bookkeeping, I kind of view it more as what's my accounting of my business, right? What is the accounting of my business? That then goes into all the financial decisions that I make.
So now let me ask just maybe to tie a bow on this. I'm making better decisions day in and day out because I have better information. We all know taxes are real. Taxes are something that we pay. I love, as you talk about, taxes are one of those ways to get such a great return on your money. Every dollar that I can keep in my business is a 25, 30, 35% return, depending on what my tax bracket is. What does bookkeeping and good bookkeeping do to you as my accountant at the end of the year and your capacity and your ability to help me see that return?
Okay, so don't be the guy, I did have this happen to me, who said, hey, Joel, I want you to do my taxes. We would converse back and forth. Hey, I'm going to send you all my information. I said, great. And he sends me a FedEx box stuffed with receipts, right? There's not much that I can do with that.
Yeah.
I don't know what receipt goes to what category and how you were spending your money when it's just that type of information. But conversely, if I have a strong profit and loss statement, income statement, that is very detailed to how you're spending your money, then from a tax perspective, I can look at it and say, okay, how can I treat some of this information? Are there certain advantages from a tax code perspective based on how you're spending your money that then I can use as a tax preparer on your behalf, right? How are you spending money from an asset perspective? Can I take some of those assets now that I see within your records and can I treat them differently? Do I want to save some? Do I want to put some in my pocket because you told me, hey, I'm going to need more cash next year? My wife and I want to go on this great vacation and I want to spend some money taking the family somewhere. So in my mind, I'm going, okay, he needs more cash next year, or maybe we need to save some of this, right? Put it into effect next year to help reduce your taxes that year, put more cash back in your pocket. So it allows me to treat things differently. It allows me to see a grand scope of when with your taxes, how can I save you the most money? Because I can really rely on the accuracy of the records you're giving me.
So if I were to sum this up, I think there's really two really important critical pieces here. Number one is you're able to deliver me far better information that allows me to make the right decision week in and week out. Is that fair to say?
Fair to say.
Number two is the goal with all of this is to keep the maximum allowable amount of dollars in my pocket is the tax code's going to allow.
Correct.
Legally, right?
Legally.
I know you're going to do everything by the rule, and that good information flowing then allows you to do a better job at your job and help me at the end of the day keep more cash in the business.
Correct.
Guys, make sure you're either great at bookkeeping yourself and not just the keeping of the records, but then taking that information and that data and creating the right reports out of it to make the right decisions, or get somebody like Joel who's great at doing it themselves to help you out. It's absolutely invaluable to be able to make those right decisions and keep dollars in your pocket. We know how important it is for you to keep your business running smoothly. Here at Tax Hive, we can help with all of your tax and business service needs so you can focus in on what it is that you do best. Our entire team of experts is standing by ready to help out. Schedule a strategy session with one of our experts today.